Approval of the minutes. When committee members have had a chance to review, I would entertain the motion to approve.
So moved.
Second. Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Minutes are approved. New business. Item number 1 is approval.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
you're not on.
Sorry. Thank you, Mr. Fell. I appreciate you taking care of me, as always. Approval to enter into minor public works contract with Hughes and Mullinex for fire station number 10, new air conditioner installation. The total is $1,800. Summer, welcome.
Thank you. So this is just a mini split installation for fire station number 10. It's funded by fire. So it's a small contract for installation. We've already bought the unit.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
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 Aye. We are approved. Item number 2 is approval to enter into professional services agreement with CCR Architecture and Interiors for strategic planning and restoration of Linton Barber Shop. Total of $74,500. Jared, welcome.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right, this is requesting authorization to enter in the professional service agreement with CCR Architecture and Interiors for the strategic planning and restoration of Linton's Barber Shop and Beauty Salon for the Tuscaloosa Civil Rights Trail. The scope is the strategic planning, the preliminary design of the park featuring lighting, statues, and a staging area and event space. Museum planning, business model planning, operating procedure, and cost estimating services are included in.
Jared, talk a little bit about this firm. Why were they chosen?
This was, there were 3 different ones, and the other 2,
Well, yeah, we had 2 consultants come in and present. They submitted their qualifications first. We thought it'd be better to interview both of them to kind of get a feel of what who we thought would be the best fit for the project. CCR has a lot of experience in Birmingham with civil rights trails, civil rights projects. So we thought they would be the best.
and they have done a lot of work with the foundation. We worked hand in hand with the foundation in selecting.
So tell me exactly what are they going to do? Are they going to conceptually?
They're going to
Put this
evaluate
together?
Yes, evaluate the structure, what's there now, what would be the best path forward, what kind of budget we'd be looking at, strategic planning and business planning for the foundation going forward, and just kind of recommend what they think would be the best use of the space.
This will also be, they will also have a lot of community outreach for the community input into
My next
what,
question.
yes.
Well, so conceptually, they'll come up with what we think this is gonna look like too,
Yes,
right?
yes, recommendations on what.
And
what they
and are we, I mean, is the plan right now, or I'm probably asking a question they're gonna decide or recommend to you, but are we, that historic building that's there, would we be retrofitting and updating that building, or?
Potentially, if that's what they think the best use of the space and area is.
Okay.
That is what this is about, to get their recommendation on how to proceed forward best with the land, with the property and the building.
And then that would be brought to projects.
Yes,
That is
absolutely.
Correct?
Yes.
And this is, of course, within budget, I know.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Questions by committee members?
Yes, sir. Do you know the timeline that we're looking for to the firm coming back to us?
This is, we're getting the timeline.
Yeah, what they submitted would be 20 weeks roughly from when we engage with them to where we get to that 30% kind of pause point where we have their initial recommendation that we would then kind of evaluate moving forward, determining a budget for the overall project.
So by the end of the year?
Correct.
Yeah.
Should be?
Yes.
Okay.
So when we say it's within budget, is that as a subset of the larger civil rights trail budget, or is there a specific something set aside for the barber shop?
This is for overall project. So this is from Elevate. So there is a civil rights trail line within Elevate as
Right.
an overall project. This contract will fit within that project.
It's-
There's not a
it's in
specific
there.
line for the CCR.
Okay.
No, sir.
It's been funded through fiscal year 22 and 23, 2 different funding amounts, but it is the civil rights line item to Charlie's point.
Okay. I don't have any other questions.
Anything else?
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Item number 2 is approved.
Thank you.
Item number 3 is approval to enter into a minor public works contract with Anchor Parking and Perimeter Security to repair the entrance gate at wastewater collections. The total is $10,222. Fletcher, welcome.
Welcome. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This is to repair and upgrade the gate outside of the collections building, and it is fully funded out of the Fletcher operations budget.
So is this just a something they run into it? Or we just
It's-
upgraded, making it better?
No, it's been out for several years now,
Okay.
so this will increase the security at the Fletcher plant.
That's a good thing. Questions?
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item number 3 is approved. Item number 4 is approval of amendment number 2 to task order directive, a lot of words here. Number 3A of the basic engineering and CE&I services agreement with TTL for the Cypress Creek Avenue East Sidewalk, Section C and D project, $49,590. Mr. Lanier, please don't cheer. Josh?
Good
welcome.
afternoon. Yes, this is recommending approval to TTL's contract for TODs 3 and 3A. This is to amend their contract with CE&I services as well as design services for $49,590. This is as a result of some design changes that went on through the project for some unknown sanitary sewer force main and some AT&T conduit as some additional C&I fees as the project's
Josh,
continue.
how long has this project been going on?
This C completed in 21 and the D completed in 22. We've been in the long process of getting all the closeout documents together, ALDOT documents as well as reimbursement documents from ALDOT. So we're finally to that point now.
Is this the final stage of this project?
It is.
Okay. Questions from committee members?
So we're increasing that allocated to 3 and 3 alpha about 49 grand.
Total, yes, that's correct.
Wow.
For additional services that,
Oh, it's additional service.
yes.
Okay.
Other questions?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Item number 4 is approved. Item number 5 is approval to change order construction contract with Cornerstone Civil for Cypress Creek Avenue East Sidewalk Section C project. Deductive total of $25,636.98. Josh?
Yes, this is a recommended approval for the balance and change order, which will close this section of the project out, which is section C, which is actually the third phase of the 4 phases of this project, for deductive change order $25,636.98.
Questions?
Motion.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Item number 5 is approved. Item number 6, approval of change order to construction contract with Dominion Construction for Cypress Creek Avenue East Sidewalk, Section D, project deductive total of $26,935.25. Josh?
Yes, sir. This is the final phase of this 4-phase project, and it is recommending approval for the balance and change order, which will close this section out for $26,935.25, which is a deductive change order to an overall project.
Questions?
Motion.
Moved
Second.
and seconded. All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion is approved. Josh, before you leave.
Yes, sir.
You and I were talking a little bit. I think all of us are getting a lot of questions about the Jack Warner Parkway, MLK Jack Warner Parkway, Parkway number 2 or whatever. Phase 2.
Absolutely.
And I'm talking about the road that's torn up in front of the Synovus building. Where are we on that? It sounds like there's finally some movement on that. Where are we?
Yeah, we've been in a lengthy delay of private utilities. We've got some movement on those as well. They're wrapping up completion of that. Hopefully, the contractor will move back in on site within the next week or two, and we can continue the roadway construction, which will stretch from Greensboro Avenue to 21st. There'll be some traffic pattern changes during that phase of the project to wrap it up. However, we're expecting estimated completion potentially at the end of October, please.
That's good.
So we might actually start seeing some work done again.
Yes.
On that, correct?
Yes, that's
Before
correct.
Getting this completed. That's good. Is the original, am I remembering correct? Originally, this was supposed to be done by football season beginning, right?
That's correct originally, until we ran into our private utility delays.
Okay, so we should be in good shape by the end of October, we hope.
Yeah, we hope
Unless
so.
something changes. Hopefully the weather will cooperate.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Josh.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Josh. Item number 7 is approval of work authorization with Atkins North America for design and bid phase regarding the FAA FY23 airfield lighting replacement project. Total is $182,521.18. Jeff, welcome.
Good afternoon. This work
Afternoon.
authorization request is for Atkins North America under their master service agreement that provides engineer services for the airport. This project is the next FAA grant expected for the 2023 period. We received our go letters, what the LDOT calls it, to give us tentative notice to prepare. So we're in the phase of providing the construction documents and the bid documents to go out for public announcement to receive the overall bid for this project. So
Is that 90% federal, if I remember?
90% federal,
90,
5% state, if they are able to participate in this grant, and then 5% local.
When will you know if they participate?
We will know, because we received the grant award notice in January, we expect them to provide their 5%.
Questions from committee members?
So Jeff, this is, so this 182 is our 5%?
It is a part of the overall grant, so we will be funded the 95.5 for this 182, but there'll be a second portion for the construction phase. So this is not just our 5%. This is still a 95.5 split for this design before construction starts.
Okay.
I'm not, and I think it's me. Not you. So we're needing 182,000
We'll
for
be
this design and bid phase services. And this is within a project that's 90% federal, 5% state, and 5% local.
yes, sir. We'll be
Is the
reimbursed.
182 our 5%?
We'll be reimbursed 95% of this amount right here.
So of the 182, we're expecting to be reimbursed 95% of that?
Yes, sir.
So that's 100% of the whole project.
Right.
That's the whole project cost.
Yes, sir. This is just the design phase.
Okay. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor say aye. Aye. Item number 7 is approved. Item number 8 is authorization for the Chief Information Officer to execute contract agreements, amendments, and related documents for budgeted and contracted services provided to the City of Tuscaloosa by Apple. Jason, welcome.
Thank you. Good afternoon. This is so that I can sign a business agreement with Apple and also be able to sign, for example, if someone is a city employee and their phone is locked and they leave and we don't have a way to unlock it, currently we have to send it back to them and swear that we are who we say we are, and they will unlock it and send us back. So it will let me sign those type of documents. There's no cost associated with either of these. It's just so that I can sign.
Okay, so, but you still are coming to this committee for anything cost related, right? For approval?
Yes, sir.
Questions?
I'm good.
Entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Item number 8 is approved. Thank you, Jason. Is there any other business to be brought before our committee today?
I would like to, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
I want to apologize to the people in my district for C-Spire. It's our turn to get in trouble. They hit a line Friday and people were without water. And then, but I want to thank the city really came through, and everyone by, I forget what time, hours later had water restored. That's not the first time there's been problems in just the first 2 weeks or less that they've been out there. They're in Windsor, Druid Hills, Arcadia, Box Springs, and it's just a mess. And they didn't notify at first either. And so may need to bring them back in here at some point, Mr. Chairman, to your committee and scold them. But for those watching, Lua has really responded well to them from our city department. So if you're watching, it's L. Kennedy at Tuscaloosa.com, or of course contact me. But I know the city. One thing good I've gotten from all the residents is how well the city has responded. But Friday afternoon, no water or low pressure. So.
President Tyner, to your point, I know that there were several residents in District 3 that also have had this problem, and when I met with engineering last week, it might be a good idea, I might bring you with me, but we were gonna talk maybe with Chris England, because I'd like to understand, when we have these franchise agreements, what are our legal rights? Because C-Spire has been brought before this committee twice. I think no one expects there not to be problems. I think my biggest issue,
course.
or probably your point, what you're saying is, it's just how we respond to it. And I still think there are a lot of things that I don't like about how people are notified, how our response time. I will echo what you said about the city staff. There were people that didn't have water, and there were some other things. They hit a sewer line too. There's a bunch of problems.
Yeah, that happened as well.
In a general area, and I think that it would be helpful for this council to work together to figure out what we want that policy to be that we can change, because they are coming to other neighborhoods in other districts. And the bad part is for C-Spire, in my opinion, is 95% of what they're doing may be great, but the 5 or 10% is killing us, and it's causing a lot of problems that are costing the taxpayers money too, because we're having to spend a lot of our people's time, even off hours, on the weekends and other stuff, dealing with this. So
And
that's coming. We're going to talk about that very soon.
well, it's very unfair that people start going in yards and just putting things all in people's yards with no calls, no notifications, no nothing. And then that's just, first of all, that's wrong. And they know better, because how many times have they been here? So
And I think
I apologize to our
No, you're good.
constituents.
They're gonna hit a granny clamp it over that
Exactly. Well, and I think
They've
the
had threats in
issue
mind.
that I was told, we were talking to engineering again about this, because I probably warned them out with this, is what somebody is required to do legally, and I could probably ask Jimbo that over there, and what they're actually doing is two different things.
Totally.
But a PR, to me, if I was new to market and I wanted people to sign up for my internet, I think I would be trying to maybe do some things that I'm not required to do by law. And I'm not saying, again, that they are or they're not, but I'm going to get educated, and I think the rest of the council is too.
Well, one of the questions,
Bringing that up.
yeah, well, one of them, and then I'll stop, was that, oh, we're just a subcontractor, we don't know.
Yeah, I keep hearing that.
Yeah, and so that's just, that's not an answer.
No.
No, not when they hit your lines and they.
No, not when they hit your lines and you have no water Friday night.
We had some power lines in my district.
They did that in Arcadia too, hit power lines.
Lucky it didn't kill them. Those kind of mistakes could kill you. So anyway, any other business? Thank you, President Tyner.
Thank you.
We're glad you're back too.
That's great to be back.
Any other things to be brought before this committee? Otherwise, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Our next Public Projects Committee meeting is next Tuesday, July 25th.